Okay. To be honest, I kind of want to lose a bit with this deck to not have to return to this, because I want to play Belcher more, but you know, sometimes you need to return to your old habits. I have to sleep. Almost 5 AM. Yeah, maybe it's a... I will tell you, Marshmallowski to teach you Ad Nauseam. Oh boy. Sorry. Marshmallowski. Yeah, known Ad Nauseam player, but I was playing Ad Nauseam like my first competitive deck on MTG was Ad Nauseam. So you know, okay, what should I go first? I have Bloom already, so Serum should be better just to secure my land drops. Hello, Jurek, Cybery. Fuck, what a lacker. Okay. I like spoils. We'll see a skill tester here. If opponent knows how to use Horn, yeah, we know. What? Insolent Neonate? Is this a joke? Am I a joke to you? Why land first before Shriekhorn? Please, play a little bit better. And then tapped one. What? I can't watch it. It's not even 9 AM in Poland, and I'm sad already. Imagine hitting priced amalgam here. Of course, opponent didn't. Imagine responding to this Narcovimba trigger with Shriekhorn. Maybe. Who knows? No. Not yet. Give me a link to your Patreon. I should do that, I guess. It'd be really good for my opponent to do that. Okay, opponent. Maybe opponent wants to delay my scry. That's the only reason for me to not use this horn. You should win this. There are chances. Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, I'm out already. What, like? Sure. You shouldn't complain. Okay, chat. We can go full YOLO and play Prism, because if we top deck Thassa's Oracle we can win, but it's probably safer to just try to find Phyrexian Unlife instead, or another Grace. It's cool too. Okay, so I think we can only lose to our Fizzle, or maybe we can do insane stuff here. Angels, Grey Spoil, Skull, Blue Eyes, White Dragon, the whole deck. Yeah, I like this. Okay, opponent is still trying stuff, probably long here. Blast Zone main. Whoa, that's something I have to say. Conflagrate me, sure. Opponent has 0 cards. Like, Op really tries to lose this game, like, very hard. They should not discard 1 land and kill Bloodghast with 1 damage, and play a land to return Bloodghast and price amalgam. Also, they should use Shriekhorn to maybe increase more amalgams. Or keep Life from Alone to be able to dredge 5. Opponent still on upkeep targeting himself. Sure. Imagine them going for this conflict post combat to kill Bloody G to return these 2 amalgams. They would force me to do anything. Like, I know that dredge can be hard for some players to go on, but opponent like really decides to. Okay, they went for Life from the Loam. 2 Darkmoor salvages and Blast Zone and Steam Vents. Chat, I'm so triggered already. It's not even 9 AM here and I'm triggered. Blast Zone ready, sure. Come on, attack me. Come on. Not using Catacall, it's also... So technically you can still lose, we can still flip all win costs from spoils. Yeah, my 1 mana tutor. Ad Nauseam. Oh, nice. So... now we will click a lot. Okay. Okay, chat, I have to say I missed that a bit. Drawing whole library is like a ultimate combo experience for me. Okay, chat, if someone would ask you, like someone is new to Magic and they are asking you, what, can you give me one example of a combo deck? Which combo deck would you show them as an example of combo? I think Ad Nauseam is like the combo, like the most combo of combo decks, because you don't have any other strange plans you can try to achieve. So I'd say, like, if you want to know what is combo, just check this Ad Nauseam modern deck, because you won't see anything more combo than that. I don't know if it's correct though. Okay, sideboards. I don't like pacts. Maybe High Truth can be okay. Just to buy time. Nothing is really good, to be honest. I don't need these lines too. Buffs are not good. Maybe I can keep pacts. Because if I want to claim my Unlife, that can be relevant. Will be, to be honest. No. Probably Leyline is better. Hard to say, to be honest. No, Brand is also a good example of the compost deck of all times. Yeah, you are right. Maybe no Brand is better. First thought about combo is of course Storm, but not as treatable as Ad Nauseam for sure. That's also an argument. The problem with Storm is that you can win in like with many different ways. You don't have like you are not only killing with Grapeshot, you can kill with Grapeshot, with Empty Forest, and even with Anemic Aggro. Oh boy, one lander with. Oh. Hello Darkness, my old friend. Opens to 5-2. Any other blue land, not Gemstone, would be a keep. Okay, this is a good one. The best draw. Opponent kept one lander, maybe? Because we didn't use Horn. Opponent, please, you have Blood Gas in deck. Use this Tricorn first, please. Like, please. It's not that hard. And Neo, of course, why not? Okay. Too much for me, too much. Why not use this Horn first? Like, too much for me. Too much. And like if we don't draw a land like immediately now, we can easily lose to even this type of start. Fuck. Okay, I want to use my mana. Up, for sure it's not my Patreon. Yes. Like I feel that a random machine would play better than my opponent. Maybe I'm rude now. Who knows? Two Darkmoor salvages. Land. Sure. We'll play a tower defense here. Fuck, conflict is actually a problem here. We lost, we still have outs, chat. No worries. We have Lotus Bloom here. We don't have 10 power on the board. No problem, chat. No problem. Raz, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy. Opponent really like they don't want to dredge, so they decided to play Imp instead of using Conflict just to discard this dredger. This is so wrong. So any white land would be really good here. Prism is also interesting. Okay, we play Prism and we use one for a Grace. Then next turn we go Unlife and we combo. Sure. Okay, maybe it's better to use Prism counter. So we go Prism, use another one, we still have 3 mana. We'll still use this Simian anyway. But we are decreasing the impact of possible Ancient Grudge. Oppo, please. Like, I think that Oppo is locked already. If they don't have a claim effect from the top, we should win this one. Okay, maybe not, to be honest, because they can also have another bloody G. Why now? Because I counter both your combat and your conflict. They should attack first and like force me to use my Grace, because I would go for Unlife instead. Sorry, I would go for Unlife when they can go conflict me to bring me down to 0, then for example top deck bloody G and attack for little. Opponent is trying very hard to lose this game. Yeah, still combat, sure. It's better to play it from Prisms because of Grudge. Opis may be like, oh my god, he's so lucky. The reality is they play really bad. That's why they're losing. Obviously, opponent should just flip now. Creeping Chill won't be enough. Bloody jeez. I also really like that opponent played Darkmoon Salvages for no reason. They would be able to threaten a kill at least here. More ribs, sure. What's good, Yumat? Hello. Yumat, I'm already tilted because I'm watching literally the worst dredge player I saw in a long time. Maybe not the worst, but maybe they just started their dredge journey. Okay, chat. Do you think that I should link to my Patreon to this player? Would it be rude or not? Yes, as me being rude, or okay, Oracle. So we go for Ad Nauseam here. Okay, Titanic Mouse. Can you use a full sentence? Because yes, link Patreon. No, it's not rude. Okay. Maybe I should. Okay, so you can do this now. Patreon, SodekMTG. I will even post him a link to my direct dredge guide, because I'm a good guy, you know. Copy. Okay. Okay, being crude. Ready to repeat this, yes. Jest szansa, że to będzie dla niego inwestycja. Okay, we'll play Gemstone. We'll use Simian. Use green mana. Always green if you can. Then we go for Prism. Jest ciężkie. So somehow we won this game on one lander, which is a cool achievement in my opinion. Is this your best deck? Do you think you pilot or dredge? Like, Yuma, this is a tough question, because do you ask like which one of archetypes I can play 100%, or which one of the archetypes I'm the best among other players, among certain archetype, because most consistent best with probably Dredge. Like I spent most hours with Dredge. Ad Nauseam is much easier to play, so like it's much harder to make mistakes with Ad Nauseam because you just try to optimize your draws and like your scries actions and so on and so on. Dredge is much harder to play on 100%. It's, in my opinion, like obviously opponent went like 10% maybe, but like Ad Nauseam is quite easy to play. For example, Belcher is harder than Ad Nauseam because of Recross the Paths. Dredge took me the most time to master, that's for sure. Because like there are so many lines you can take. Like so many different. For example, you can play tempo game, you can play control in some matchups. You have to adapt to what you can flip. For example, if you don't have green mana, you need to go Moriolo. If you have green mana, maybe going in a Goldfish line is worse than loaming for a turn or two to prepare your big turn later to play around counter magic. Or how to play around Gravehate, because Gravehate is the most popular one. And when you compare, for example, Ad Nauseam, when they have a like maybe Ad Nauseam the best. For example, Oops, if they have Gravehate, you can't win. Versus Dredge, when they have some sort of Gravehate, it's annoying, but you can break through this, and it's a strange balance between how much do you want to commit to, like how much resources do you want to commit to Gravehate versus a tempo you need to sacrifice to do this. So it's a very hard to navigate often, and you have much more smaller decisions which matter compared to, for example, Ad Nauseam or Belcher. Sometimes your game will end on you not drawing your combo piece, and like you could play much better than your opponent, but your decisions won't matter that much. Okay. So I think I'm the best with Dredge. I want a die roll. Nice. Yorion, Sky Nomad. Yorion, Sky Nomad versus this type of hand. Sign me in, keep. It can be also tax deck. Taxes would be really hard to beat. Okay, maybe it's not tax. Probably want to Oracle here, just to try to hit my Phyrexian Unlife. And these blooms mean trio, sure. These blooms mean that maybe will be better to wait with my Phyrexian Unlife. Like the only really thing I'm losing to is the fairy. So now we have a decision, because if the fairy goes down, I will lose 2 of my blooms, and I don't think I will be able to come back to after this. So we can try to play around the fairy by playing Unlife now, but that means that opponent is showing some sort of counter magic. Maybe it's better to wait with Unlife, accept that we will lose to the fairy if they have it, and then we resolve first bloom and go Unlife with bloom backup. Like they need to decide what they want to counter. So it's probably, in my opinion, it's better to wait with this Unlife and try to go off on turn 5 after with using 2 of my blooms, not only 1. Also, there's a chance to top deck, if I let it resolve, to top deck Endless Grace and win in a regular way. Okay, if you want to play like this, I will just cast my Unlife. Sure. What was that? Like, what's happening here, chat? It's a Lightning Helix, exactly. Okay, opponent decides to not do anything. Sure. It's probably if Mizet. So it's relatively easy to win from this. The question is, we want to Ad Nauseam now? Probably not. It's better to wait. And we can like, the only way we are losing this game is double Force of Negation. And if we combo on opponent's turn, we won't be able. They won't be able to counter it. Jump. There's no reason to jump. Okay, now we can combo in response. How does spoils work with the Merfolk? Spoils have two ways in the deck, two modes in this deck. First is technically free. First one is you name a card you need to draw and you tutor for it, and sometimes you will lose because of this tutor. The second mode is you name if you have Thassa's Oracle in hand, you can name a card which you don't have in deck. I strongly recommend naming Rookie Mistake. And okay, now I have to click for Lightning Storm. It's kind of annoying, but what we can do. And spoils will exile your library. Thanks to Grace or Unlife, you will still survive. And as a result, you won't have any library, so then you can play Thassa's Oracle and win. Okay, how to stop priority? I always don't know. Control, sure. Okay. 5, 7, 9, 11. We won. Oh. Okay, so I think we are playing versus Sniff Mizet. Versus Sniff Mizet, there are Teferi as a problem, discard, trophy effects, and Unmoored Ego. I like Leyline a bit. I'm not a fan of Pact, maybe Veil is good too. I'm not a fan of Lotus Bloom because of Teferi. On the, you can consider Mystical Dispute too, because it counters Bring to Light, Unmoored Ego, and Teferi. Maybe it's good. It's better than Veil, to be honest. We can side out one Oracle. I don't know if this setup is better deck. It should work. Why it does not work? Also, I don't know if I had my Probably not. No, I don't have it ready. I also wrote a guide to this deck, so if you really want to be a Ad Nauseam master, you can check it on my Patreon. I will update it, like it's probably from October. Yeah, sorry, from November, and I'm preparing an update for January. It's okay, I guess. Huh. Opponent mulligans. I think I can keep that. Just cast your cards. The more I think about Leyline, the more I don't like it. The problem is Teferi. So if we go heavy Leyline route, they can Teferi, bounce Leyline, and use Thoughtseize or Unmurtigo anyway. Sure. Spoils are nice. We play Clearwater here. Maybe it's better to have more black mana. Yeah, probably. So we have a 10 for combo. If we top the Oracle, maybe we can attempt to go on turn 3. Yeah. No. We won't have mana. Actually, we will have mana. Because of Simian. Triumph. Nice Triumph. Not the worst decay in the world, because this means that we can unlife more safely. And there's an argument to use spoils this turn for Ad Nauseam, because we will be able to go unlife Ad Nauseam next turn. But there are arguments to not do that. First and most important, that we can randomly die. Second is that if they go for Unmurtigo Ad Nauseam, spoils will be really important with Thassa's Oracle. Opponent is probably on Dismissive. They showed me Yorion and a lot of different lands. So I expect this. I expect now Bring to Light, I guess. Maybe Dismissive. Omnat. Omnat after land drop? What? Like what? Why? Serum Visions. Oh boy. Maybe I can go Leyline here. Because why not is the best advice. Opponent at 10 already. Sure. 14 already. Opponent's life total is an emotional roller coaster, if you ask me. Tefari. Ra teferara ra free rafrati. Repeat pp. So opponent will probably bounce my Unlife, which is unfun. Okay, you got your Tefari. So I won't be able to combo. Maybe Ad Nauseam top the Grace, but it's ambitious. Also, the problem is Grand Emblem plus Abrupt Decay. So maybe I should Spoils and try to top the Endless Grace. Okay, opponent showed me a lot of cards. Ashiok, Uro, Lightning Helix, Vren, Unmoored Ego, Tefari, Abundant Croft. A lot of different cards, to be honest. I think we lost this. Or maybe we can top deck Thassa's Oracle. Okay, I will just concede. Or maybe we can be very tricky and go with Leyline. But they still can fetch Tefari, bounce Leyline and Urtigami, so whatever. Terafre, you are so mean. Thanks for the follow. Q6J. I'm thinking about Lantern just to speed up a bit my mana. Huh. Also, I should play 3 Oracles here. Because of Unmoored Threat. So we'll increase chances to do stuff. Also, Oracle can attack the Fairy after the bounce, so it's not irrelevant. You can out one Unlife, you don't need 4 of them. These Leylines are just shitty. Go for 2 Lanterns. I'm sideboarding a bit randomly, to be honest. I go on Veil. Veil is cool because it counters Unmoored Ego. Play first, yes. This Dispute, Bad Nose. Yeah, let's keep. Do you want to play Serum first? I think yes. Unlife. Yeah, sure. Although Unlife, like, we shouldn't trust Unlife that much. Okay. Okay. That's also interesting. Because Dispute can counter the Fairy or Almurtigo, and having 2 Unlives is also good because of Abrupt Decay on the first one. So we'll top both, play this pass. The only real problem is my slow Goldfish. If I want to keep this Dispute up. Because the easiest one would be just Unlife into Ad Nauseam. Cleansing Whitefire. Sure. You know that I'm playing basics. Yeah, you messed up my scry, but I will still draw cards, so whatever. Spoils. Spoils are interesting too. I will keep this Dispute. If I really want, I can go spoils for Endless Grace and combo with Ad Nauseam and Simian. We'll see. Now I'm thinking about spoils on lands. We can use Pentad Prism counter, go spoils for example Gemstone Mine. Then we play Unlife with Dispute backup and Ad Nauseam. Sounds a bit random, but what if we don't top the land? We play Unlife without Dispute backup? I will go for this Gemstone. I can lose, but you know, sometimes you lose. Game of Magic. Okay, we exiled 1 Simian, which is kind of important, and a lot of lands. So, sad times, but doable. Okay. If we go Gemstone Unlife, then we go Ad Nauseam. We draw 2 Simians and 1 untapped land, so it's good enough for Thassa's Oracle kill, yes? Yes. Fuck. This is a problem because we can't dispute that. Also, we flipped planes, so we are officially fucked. Chat. Okay, Prism is interesting. Tough game. Oh, maybe tough decisions, not tough game. This spoils. Hard to say, to be honest. Okay, what do you want to do? Tigo. Will dispute. And at this stage I don't feel like I need to protect my counters, and life can matter because maybe I want to add nothing for value. Just to draw 2 free cards. Okay, opponent got tricked here by mystical dispute. Yeah, we need to top deck something. Is this something? Probably no. We can still play it. Okay, we have only 2 Ad Nauseams left in the deck, so using the first one just to draw can be a bit risky. Okay. Why not? Shark Typhoon maybe? Six mana 1/1. Okay, got me. Kaya. Sure. Okay. See some problems. We need to top deck something. Like top deck. We have 6 outs. I didn't side out Unlife. It looks like my opponent has a response to Unlife, so Grace would be the best. Okay. Now the decision is do you want to wait for something? If opponent has counter magic, what can we do? Not that much, to be honest. So maybe I shouldn't play around it. We can, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can even play around their dispute if they have it. Waiting for this bloom, probably not worth. Yeah, YOLO. Yes. By yourself. Okay, I should have Pentad Prism somewhere. Coronman 1-1, hello, nice to see you too. Maybe not see you, but nice to have you in the chat. 2-0, okay chat, Ad Nauseam unbeatable. 31 viewers. I would love to get more of them. Man, don't hammer on my stream again. Tonight is 6-1, qualified for the Mana Traders. Nice. I decided to, instead of playing Mana Traders, I decided to write my Belcher guide. So you know. At least you can do this. Did you play, which list did you play? With Giver of Runes or without them? Drum list with Giver, okay. So historically Drum was my addition. Just to be sure, okay. We're playing versus Lurus. Okay. It's a keepable hand. And once again, Gemstone is a shitty land. I don't feel that Fossis fits very well to Hammer. Yep. Let's play. Belcher game head. Oh, so that was you. So you just top decked 2 hammers. Sure. Thanks. It's probably better to play Prism here. Because we can top deck Unlife and not lose my Sleight of Hand. Maybe not lose, but you know what's going on. Okay, I was also thinking if I want to play Gemstone on City of Brass because of Scorch or the Sky Cliffs. Because right now I'm enabling them to play Scorch 1-1 to start attacking me. Okay, Thassa Oracle is cool to say. So if we top deck Spoils, we win on turn 3. Let's try. Another Grace. Oh, now we have Decisions. That's the worst. Because like we need 6 mana for combo. But if I go for this card here, we will be fucked. You know, chat, whatever. We can go grab land, go Thassa's Oracle, try to top the Ad Nauseam. Probably the best here. If you can you the storm as a priority thing? Okay, this is a bit tricky about priority because when you play your spell, generally speaking, priority goes to your opponent immediately, and if they do something, can respond and so on. But in reality, you are the first player who has priority. So you play your spell, but you need to announce that you are holding priority. In MTGO, control is disannounced. So if you play your spell while I can show you here. I keep control, and I will be able to respond to my, for example, City of Brass triggers first. So I'm asking, like, I will be the first player to respond to all my triggers. Doesn't matter at all in this situation, but okay, Unlife. Both cards are really good here. So I will I can top deck only 1 card. That's sad. Unlife means that I will have more top decks, especially, and they can discard my Grace too. Serum Visions means that we can top deck Ad Nauseam, like increase our chances. I think it's better to top deck Unlife here. Or maybe nothing. Yeah, you can. Like, that's why you play City of Brass here, because you can. If you have one life, you can use City of Brass, hold priority, and response to pink. You can use Grace to not lose to your own City Brass. The best would be to keep both, but I can't do that. So. I'm a bit worried about another discard. This can be deadly. Okay, I will grab one life here. Ah, big brain. Thanks for the follow. You can also try my Patreon site, SodekMTG, when I'm okay. Cool block with Oracle, so we don't block Coif. Have a player, easy follow low. Maybe I shouldn't f6 because technically I can use Pact of Negation, which is not the worst, to be honest. Okay, Verena 6 is a problem. Fatal push. So we are in a position when we need to top deck Ad Nauseam in like 2 turns, or Spoils of the Vault. So typical June situation. Seachrome is not Ad Nauseam, if you ask me. So opponent will ping me down to... Yeah, we need to top deck next turn. No, this is doable. Nope. Okay, we tried chat. What is this real flat? 5th land? Okay. Blue. Blue is fair. Okay. Playing versus June Shadow, so lanes are good. I like Veils too. We can out one Oracle, one Slide, one something. Maybe Prism can go. It's a bit ambitious, to be honest. No, I want to top deck spoils. Six lands, 5 spells. All good. Going to play first, yes. Okay, we have Leyline, Grace, lands. And we are on a play. On a draw I would Moon. Probably because it's too slow, but on the play it's probably keepable. Leyline is really good here. So you know. Okay. We have turn 5 kill. Ready. Hex Drinker. It's a problem because it's applying pressure much faster than I expected. So turn 5 can be too slow. So what are our good rolls? Okay, obviously we need to top deck and land. Pentad Prism would be the best here. Sure. Unlife is also good. Okay, Prism is great. Obviously opponent can just destroy it, but if they destroy Prism, this means that they won't deploy another threat. So that's fair. Simian is an okay draw, but Simian means that if we go 4 lands to Simians, we can't combo still because on turn 4 because we will have, after we draw whole deck, we will have only 2 Simians, and 2 Simians means that we won't be able to go with Prism. Okay, opponent didn't have anything, so all good. Raz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough, sadly. We go for typical win. Easy magic, that's true. And win. Okay, that was quite easy. The real problem is winning on a draw when we have clock. Think about Echoing Truth. Just to increase my chances to survive. Maybe Path can be better, though. Probably better to just turn 4 Bloom. Okay, what now? We have a really good 6 without Leyline. As a keeps, I would keep that, but as a 7, maybe it's better to try to find Leyline. Okay, but like this hand with, for example, 2 blooms would be much better. Because now we can discard this and we are too slow to compete. I think I will mulligan. How about this one? You have cantrips, you have Veil for later, Ad Nauseam. Okay, it's better. Maybe not better, but I can afford probably to go to 5. And I can just play all these cards, so that can be rough. Swiss spear, sure. See you, man. Thanks, and see you. Okay. Probably better to play Serum because I can top deck Bloom. I need this land sadly. Also, this land is not the worst because it enables Veil. So next turn I probably go Temple Serum. Then free Prism Veil and hope to find my Grace on time. Yeah, typical. Clock, discard. And we're fucked. Because now we lose Prism and it'll be really hard to come back. So now the best what we can hope for is Phyrexian Unlife? Yeah, attack on mana. Typical. Okay, what if we top deck perfectly? We can top deck Gemstone, then Veil just to redraw. From Gemstone we need to top deck Unlife, Survive, top deck Land, Ad Nauseam. All top. I can top only one card, and also Grace is not the best here because I don't have mana to do stuff. But I think I want to top Gemstone. I need this land anyway. And won't get anything better than that, I guess. I need to top deck Unlife under this Gemstone, and then I need to top deck a land, and I also need opponent to not have decay. Like, opponent's best play would be to not do anything and just attack with their creatures. Because they know about my vein. Push. I don't... This push is not the worst. Okay, now we have some combat, like math involved. So if we block here, we take 7, we go to 6, then we jump. It's probably better to do this, and like I don't expect that my opponent will keep many pushes, so I think that I will be able to block another turn. So Unlife, where is Unlife? When is needed? Bolt, okay. You got me up. Nice. Yeah, but this is the problem with like we moved, we tried to find lane, we didn't find that. Grace wouldn't be enough. Sadly, okay, 2-1. Like in these type of situations, it's very easy to say, yeah, maybe I should go to 5, try to find lane line. But sometimes they know that you have a lane line and they just keep very fast goldfish hand, so you can't rely only on lane line. That can be a problem. JTP, I want a die roll, nice. Feels like a trap to me. technically mull to 5 with bad mana. This is better though. I have Bloom, mana, combo, better. And I will bottom Slide, I guess. Sanctuary. Not the best against, like, I didn't want to play against counter magic deck, which is hand. Another blooms, good. Blue black Narset. I have some problems. So I expect opponent goes for Archmage's Charm or Remat would be the worst, because like we will be able to do this later. Monarch is bad. We can't compete with this type of draw. Like blue decks are generally like should be our good matchups, but you know you need lands to be able to cast your spells. Stop caster. I think we lost this one. Like imagine having second land to pay for this mana leak with Simian. Yeah, of course. And one more time, fucking Gemstone. I hate this card so much. Okay, we'll top both of them. Try to play Dredge after some months. The deck totally sucks now, right? Played 3-2 Europais measures. Like, generally speaking, you want to play against Europais when you're playing Dredge. And I don't think this deck sucks. Like, I had decent results with it. Okay, now we can trick opponent, play Unlife. They should counter this. Then we are increasing our chances to resolve Prism later. Sadly, we are getting a Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, sure. So, GKMTG. It's not like Dredge is bad. Like I think Dredge is in a decent position right now, especially if people are streaming Gravecade again. I need to opt. What? Sign of strength. Why not charm? Przecież to magiczny las. Yeah, Remat is much better than hard counter here. Because like eventually we'll be able to play our spells. Maybe, who knows. Can be Sanctuary? Actually not. It's not the case. You know, like I can imagine that opponent has like one to like no, of course this card. Okay, so if opponent has access to discard too, this matchup becomes much harder. Because if they have only counter magic, it's quite easy to navigate. Maybe not quite easy, but it's doable. But if they also have discard, it's hard to stop them. Okay, they discard spoils because it's a representation of Pact of Negation. I was surprised that okay, Narset maybe. I was surprised that they didn't discard Pentad Prism if they know that I have mana problems. It's a problem because now they will lock our draw step. Cryptic command. They let me draw a card, that's interesting. But not so playable. I think that we will, like any other lands in early with Lotus Blooms, we would be able to break through this. Now it's quite hard. An Inquisition. I'm considering because I'm locked with Gyring Sanctuary. That was sad. Okay, I like this. And Pact, we can out one this, even maybe two Unlives. They aren't really good. There's something like this. It's okay. Maybe we can also cut, like add disputes and cut one prism. I like blooms because they help me to fight for counter magic and they force them to tap out. Technically dispute is more for Teferi matchups, not for Narset matchups because they tend to go longer and they can have more like you saw discard. And we have 6 anti-counters cards, so maybe it's good enough. Let to play first, yes. Hello, Basic Planes, my old friend. So it's a mulligan. This like I need to keep that. Okay, opponents mulligans too, so that's cool. We'll keep probably bottom city. Hi Sodek, first league, yeah, and it's my first league, and I don't like hard to say if I will play another one because I need to write for my Patreon. Also, Chroma effects were followed 23 minutes ago. Just so it. A bit flooded. Sad. Luckily, you have scry actions to navigate through this. Now all we need to do is to top deck some grace action. Oh, of course. What's this? Please opponent, just play surgical on my Ad Nauseam and we can scoop. How it's going? Hello Alzik. Like you see, 2-1. We are playing versus Narset. It's not fun because, you know, I was gonna be plugging this Patreon, thanks. Yeah, I'm writing a Belgian grade right now. It's already big. Like, I got to the point when I think that my guides are too long and too detailed. That sounds very foolish, but that's true. It's a big problem. Okay, Veil right on time. The ruin problem. Other Veil, why not? Probably want more black. If one wants to go for field, I can consider going for Ad Nauseam value, just to draw some cards. So about my Patreon, I came to the moment that, like, I want to write about so many different things that it's hard for me to cut my content. What? Like, this is a magical Christmas land for me. Why they didn't attack my city? Maybe they don't expect Veils at all. I'm now thinking about grabbing mana and casting Ad Nauseam. That's probably too ambitious though. Maybe I can grab mana, why not? Like, this was the worst field in history of Magic, maybe ever. Affects my life total. Yeah, life total is extremely important here. Okay, this castle is great. Now we can do some moves, chat. Okay, chat, do you want to Ad Nauseam? Probably not. Another gemstone. Okay. Now Ad Nauseam for value looks even better. Opt. Sure. Valinus is my favorite Ad Nauseam to play. Okay, do we want to go for that? They represent... If I have free counter magic, that's sad, but... Fuck, this spell. This spell targeting Veil. I still want to Veil that. To draw more cards. So now opponent can go for another 2 mana counter magic and we can be fucked. That's a problem. Remand. They're getting Veil of Summer. Sad. Okay, we lost this counter war. Okay. Okay, I lost. I have only 1 pact left. That sucks. But I probably want to draw cards here because without cards I won't do anything this game. Although we can, like, what are the odds that 1 Veil will be enough? Not that high, to be honest. Okay, let's try to draw stuff. I can also exile Simian. That's okay. Okay, so we drew a combo. Prism. We can flip more another Ad Nauseam, like 4th one. Dispute, okay. I won't repeat the process. We can resolve now Prism too. It's not the worst. Not that. Resolving Prism looks actually nice. Because being on 1 and being on 2 does not matter that much. And this means more mana. More mana means better. Okay, we have 7 cards. Dispute with Unveil backup. The biggest problem would be Thoughtseize, because like we need, when we go Veil, we go counter, we counter, and it can be rough. But as a result, I don't feel that our position is really bad. So now we can wait. Like, this is a huge risk for me to go spoil Ad Nauseam, but we ended in a much better position. Gutshot. Yesterday I died to the Gutshot. We have 10 lands left to our with Storm. Okay. It's probably Snapcaster Thoughtseize. But this Snapcaster is threatening my life total. What? Okay. What a game, chat. What a game. There was something to show. Dispute. This is opponent had scroll too, so I don't feel I should believe in this dispute that hard. It wasn't that easy, to be honest. Be right back. Okay, 7 cards, playable 7 cards, so easy keep. What is Chromatic Lantern for? Mainly to counter Blood Moon. Thoughtseize. Fuck. We'd love to have more cards than less cards. Thassa's Oracle? What? Like what? I wanted to say that my Thassa's Oracle is really sad because it's a dead card in hand, but opponent thinks the other way here. back. Nice top deck. So the threat is Snapcaster Inquisition. What we can do, not that much. More lands, we don't need that many lands. Also we can represent Veil now. Okay, this is a sign that the opponent does not have lands. Again. Okay. They know my planes, yes? Młody se radzi, bo młody se radzi. Simian. Simian is interesting here. Okay, go for pathway. So now we can be super tricky with our Pact of Negations. We can go Ad Nauseam with double Pact of Negation backup and hope to flip Angel's Grace and combo. A bit ambitious but doable. Okay, chat, you can rate my breakfast. I can even show you what hard to say. Okay, I think you see that. It's a Narset. Okay, we can break Narset with Ad Nauseam. So also we can Ad Nauseam with Simian. Okay, so I will finish my story about breakfast. It's cottage cheese, oat. I don't know how to say it. Porridge, okay, plus raspberries plus gold flakes. Sounds cool. We can also play Pact and pay for it next turn, because Narset also represents more counters. Also, we can just go for spoils end of turn for Angel's Grace and just Grace Ad Nauseam. But the huge risk here is that if we exile Simian or Lightning Storm, we can't combo. It's probably the best line to win though. Oh, I shouldn't do that now, because now this card would be a problem. I should let it resolve. Let's find something in response to that. Okay, we exiled Simian. Fuck me. Okay. Okay, we still can go off. Okay, we can't go off here. Maybe if we thought like another Simian, we can do that. Like, wait, just I'm sure. Ooh, that was actually the perfect draw because now we can go Grace, Ad Nauseam with two Simians, and then we can play land, Simian, and Thassa Oracle. Am I right? I think yes. That's the luckiest draw ever, like the only draw. Also Pentad Prism could help us, but that's it. No, actually it didn't. Like this was the only draw. Like we had two outers to win. Well, again, Grace. If we have double Force of Negation backup, we lose. Or Dispel, Force. But I don't think we can ever beat that, so let's go. Double Pact is enough. Can be enough, but don't have to. Doesn't have to. Okay. It was enough. That's. Yeah, I was really lucky this game. Like maybe unlucky with this team and Exile, but then insanely lucky with drawing third one. Okay, 3-1. Okay, chat. 50 people here. Okay, chat. What do you think about artifact lands unban in modern? Will it be really good? Or too broken? Or not relevant at all? Inquisitor, I like you mean that you think that unban would be really good? Yeah, blue one is the most scary one. I also think that maybe unbanning, for example, two out of 5 like Tree of Tales and Vows of Whispers or Great Furnace would be good, because unbanning blue one is scary thing to do, because that one Emery would be powerful. Okay, what about this hand? The multi 6 already. I don't have black. Black maybe would go with crazy tier 1 spoils into Lotus Bloom. Now, I don't think so. Like, it really, we need to top deck exactly Prism to go off. This a lot to ask for. Okay, but something like this. Okay, let's try to find Bloom. Prism is cool too. Do we need another Prism though? Another spoils though? I like this spoils because of my temple, so I can go turn to Prism, turn free temple, but if we don't know, or maybe not, maybe it's not capable. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't like it. It has some faults. Every player, what did it break back then? Like that's the biggest problem. It wasn't breaking anything because it was okay. Weapon versus Heliot, I guess. Yeah, it was banned from the beginning of the format. White one would also be good enough. I'll use my mana. The only problem is Skycliff Apparition. But if we go Skycliff, we can go spoils for Phyrexian Unlife and cast it later. Easy chat. Tutor. Yeah. Oppo's better in game of Magic. You said never lucky, the other MTG. I would say quite the opposite. It's always lucky. I was always lucky to flip my Unlife from first card. Op was always lucky to hit his second apparition. Okay, Unlife. Grace. Close one, close one. Sadly we don't have Simian, so we lost. And Killjoy players know, say that it's a really bad matchup for them, but I would say that it's bad matchup for me too. For some reason I keep losing to that. Okay, Exiling Storm. Am I drunk or not? Okay, chat, do we need Lightning Storm in this matchup? Because opponent will go for... Okay, we only... Oh, sadly we do, because of Captain Ranger of Eos. 2 turn free wins are tempting. We didn't have any turn free kill with Spoils and Angel's Grace, and I really like them. We can probably out Prism. Maybe not, maybe being fast is good enough. Maybe Unlife can go. To play first, yes. A lot of mana and a lot of buffs and a lot of air. Mulligan. Okay, we have our cool combo. We don't have mana for that. We should survive with double Grace. There are some problems with this hand, but you know, chat. You need to believe. Also, Pentad Prism turn 2 will be great. That's sad, chat. That's really sad. Because we'll be able to just therefore. Always like Coco. Sure. Perfect. So I like keeping Arbor Elf in defense. It's really cool. Casual 4-card combo, chat. Rookie mistake. S. Okay, so they have Dumping Sphere. Dumping Sphere means that Unlife is better. I can outslide. I was thinking a lot about naming with spoils. And rookie mistake is, in my opinion, the best name. Okay, great hand. With blue land, I would maybe consider keeping it. Oh boy. I probably need to keep that, but it's so ambitious though. Imagine this hand with Sleight of Hand. Side account cantrips, hashtag. Opponent, please. Three times. Maybe I should start with city to have path ready. Please don't apparition. Of course, why not? Probably should pop this. Like, there's a non-zero chance that opponent does not have lands, but this captain will be a huge pain for me. I want to spoils, that's a question. Probably not, because I can just stop the clans in Unlife. Okay, land would be the best draw, untapped one, to be exact. Prism. Prism is also cool. Okay, back on the Thassa Oracle track. Sign of weakness. One has a really high curve. We can go Unlife here. We can wait with Truth. Yeah, land would be great here because we would be able to trove spoils and then grace. Maybe not doing anything is the best line here. Because this Simian can be relevant, and if I top deck a land, I can just play Unlife later. The big problem is that we will lose another. Okay, we can use Truth to bounce Prism. But then dumping Sphere will be a pain. Probably better to accept that we lose it, hope to top deck a land, play Unlife, then try to set up Truth with spoils. I should grab mana. Land, please. Opponent. Okay, got a land. Not exactly what we wanted, to be honest. The other land is good though. Yeah, we need a lot of work to do here. There are some questions here because you can go spoils for Ad Nauseam. Harriet. But also opponent has combo, so it's a big problem. How to beat all of this? Okay, now we can go spoils. Or we can try to top deck. Because if we top deck Ad Nauseam, we are kind of, maybe not kind of fine to be honest, because we... Okay. If we top deck Ad Nauseam, we cast Ad Nauseam, then we have land, but opponent will just response Ranger. You are fucked anyway. So if we top deck, only Thassa Oracle can help us. So I need to try to top deck. Or not. Okay, this is not the worst thing because we can Echoing Truth and Grace. Another Simian. Another Simian helps a bit. The bit is the best way to describe that. We can't cast any spells, so we'll pass. Okay, what now? Now, what if we bounce this in response? They go in response for counter. Okay, what if we bounce something in response? Maybe I messed up. Fuck. I should Echoing Truth in response to ability. They have 6 mana though. That won't work. So the only way to win this game is let them do the stuff and then we Grace. So again, we need to Grace Truth. Fuck. Okay, we Truth, they response to tap out their mana. And when they do that, we Grace. And then we need to top deck Ad Nauseam or Thassa Oracle. But Bounce Ballista means that they tap out. That's the only way I want to do. Because now we can do some cool tricks here. So I hold priority with City of Brass to cast Entombed Grace. Yeah, you have your counter, sure. If we top deck Ad Nauseam, we use 2 Simians, cast Ad Nauseam, and we have land drop plus third Simian to cast Thassa's Oracle. If we top deck Oracle, we can spoils plus Oracle. Okay, one time chat. Pam 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 pam. Nice. Well done. Okay, what now? You can try to spoils into Path and Path Heliot. One. Okay, we can't. We lost nothing relevant. This leaves me dead. Okay, I won't had combo, but why dead? I was at -1 poison. Opponent would go with Ballista to quick maps. For yeah, that was this. Like I didn't have outs without this top deck. Like I made my I created an opportunity to top deck twice, but I didn't, and I lost sadly. I don't feel I could do anything differently this game. Like double apparition slowed me down significantly. Then I couldn't draw land on time, and it was enough. Yeah. I don't feel like I had any other out, sadly. Okay, 3-2. We want to play anything else? That's the question. Twins still playing? What? You know, chat, I will focus a bit more on writing because I want to finish my Patreon article to post it maybe at the beginning, like maybe 4th, maybe 5th January about Belcher. So I will finish earlier today. And okay, how to write on this? Probably okay, it's 1 minus this. So thank you for watching today, and I tried to write, but I don't know how to do that, to be honest, because I'm using Streamlabs, not regular OBS. Okay, I can just do this like this. See you at chat.
GP, I cashed an STG Open. I got second in one of the Mana Traders tournaments. I top-aided a bunch of super PTQs over the summer.